Hi everyone, it's me Darlene. I am here with a Crumb chat and it's the perfect day for it. It's raining, it's gray, it's cool. I even put the heat on in the truck. It feels so good to be in a truck where I can be comfortable as opposed to in a truck with no AC during a very hot summer. Okay, I am not sure what I'm going to be sewing. I haven't decided on that yet, but I do have two auctions that I'm going to show you. So we're going to start with these pieces. These are the pieces that I worked on in the last Crumb chat. I used batik and I had green and pink, and I believe every piece has the green and pink. And then I think those are the only two that prints that are in every block. So let me show them to you, and I like to show them to you in my hand so you can, figure the sizes out. Now these are not trimmed. I added more after the video and I just left them as is. They might be a little bit too big for the 6x9 eBay envelope, so they might have to go in something bigger. So I had to stop because I don't want these auctions to cost me $5 when I can get away with $1 and some change in the eBay envelope. All right, so there's one here, and I do have a slideshow at the end of this video, and I'm going to show you both sets of Crumb blocks. This one, they had started with strip sets. Remember, I had some little strip sets, and I used those. And this, I really like them, and like I said, they're just different shapes. So what you can do is you just keep adding around them, and you don't have to just add strips. And then there's this one. If you want to add something here, it doesn't have to be a strip. It can be something that has been pieced. So you can have little pieces and put them together in certain ways. Like you can have this, and you could add something here, and then it's going to be long enough that you could put it here. It doesn't have to be just strips going around and around. You create your strips by piecing things together. Very, very cool, very, very fun. Don't worry about matching prints or anything like that. You just do whatever you want, and you can use different fabrics. You can add flannel, denim, muslin. I've got muslin coming up. Whatever you feel like doing. So this is one auction. The bidding will start at 1 penny with free shipping for the USA. Outside USA would have to pay shipping. And yeah, so go bid. I have the link in the description of this video for my auctions. The next one, I had a strip of muslin, so I'm using muslin. And then I had a strip of this whiter, but I think it's flowers in there, and I threw that in there too. So these blocks, I think, also have pink and green, so they would go good with the other blocks. But if you want to win both and you win just one auction, you can't say, oh, well, I wanted both, so I don't want any. If you win, you're committed to paying for that auction. So I think these have pink and green muslin and this. And again, just look at the size of my hand. It's a normal human hand. It's going to give you an idea, because I don't measure these for the auction descriptions. That's just, I don't want to do that much work. That one's smaller. You can add to it. Like that. Like that. This. And this. I just think they're really cool. Really pretty. So I have these two, and then I do have a tie-dye pillow panel up also today, and I'm talking about, this is the day of that I'm recording this video. It is October 26th, I believe, 2025. But if you're watching in the future, I've been doing eBay for over 25 years, so there's a good chance I have an auction up and running. So those are going to be what you're going to bid on. Now let me figure out what I want to work on during this video. Before I start, I did want to mention that I have muslin as 2-yard cuts. in my eBay store. I will link to that in the description of this video. I also have scrap packs. I will link to those also. All kinds of scraps. I really want to come up with some kind of Crumb scrap pack because it's hard to have as many prints as I have. I'm working on scrap packs with 1,000 different prints, no duplicates. It's been a journey. But anyway, go check out my whole store, but specifically check out the muslin. It's unbleached, natural. It's got the little specks, which is actually part of the plant that gets ground up, and it can they can wash off, but most of them will be, you know, just embedded into the fabric. It's my favorite type of muslin, and you got to go look at the scrap packs. Okay, I was thinking of starting my centers of my crumb blocks with 4 patches, but they would be very wonky. Now these are some of my single baby crumbs, lots of blue. That could give them a cohesive look by having blue in the center. But then I do still have some of these scraps from the last video. I still have some of the batiks. And then I have these little guys that we used when I sewed these, top stitched them on a muslin block. That was kind of cool. And then I've got these big guys. I could have used these, but I don't know. I think I'm going to, let's see, 1, 2, 3. I like to do 6 for my videos. 6. Okay, let's start with these 6. Those will be the centers somehow. Maybe one of these 2 are blue. They're not going to be the same size. That's fine. One of these 2, something like this. Let me press that a little bit. And I'm going to cheat and just trim here. Let's go to, we don't have a blue like this. Let's do this and a blue like this. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, let's do, look, I have yellow. I could press that. Yes, I will. So I do have a little bit of waste there. That's okay. I don't want them all to be blue. We got blue, and then that weird stuff, and then blue, and then yellow. Oh, let's do, we have like a tone-on-tone white. We can do that. So let me do that. So we'll have those be part of our little 4-patch. All right, let me take all this apart and press. I'm going to create a little strip set that I'll be able to use in other projects. So I have this, and it's a salvage that I can trim off, and I'm just going to put that there. Boy, it's almost about the same size, so that's good. And then I'm going to do the same with this. I'm going to put, let me put a yellow. I'll lay a yellow on here. And then, oh, I've got like a little flowery thing like that. So let's do that. is not what I want. This is what I want. Okay, let me do something with this. I don't know if I showed you. These are the little 2 patches that I made. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where's the 6th one? I watched my video to see if I made 5 or 6 of these, and I only made 5. So I'm glad I didn't hunt everywhere for that. Now I'm going to find something to put on this one. I have a piece that's almost the same length, so we're going to sew those together. I will press and trim. So now we have 6 partial 4 patches. And I said I was going to go take care of this, didn't I? And I did not yet. This and this. So let's take this, and I'm not going to put it with this because this has that yellow. And I'm going to be wasting. I don't necessarily need intersections to match. As a matter of fact, you know I would prefer that they don't, right? How about I do it like this? We'll sew this here on purpose, not matching intersections. And then I'll trim, but we'll do this one first. Now, oh, I've got this guy. I didn't trim him yet. That's going to be a very narrow, trim that off a little bit on this side. So maybe I can put him here. Oh, look, that even like fits perfectly, and the intersections will not match. So let's send this guy through. Clean it up here. Now we have this that we can cut, and I think I would like maybe that like that to that. So let me just, okay, here's what I'm going to do first. I'm going to just go ahead and sew this onto this like that. In case you don't know me, I'm a big fan of sewing first, trimming after. I don't want to be pushing these guys off my sewing machine. Alright, so I have 1, 2, and this is going to be 3. Now let me press this open, and now I can decide how much of this I want. Oh, the selvage holes are going to be showing on, I can't trim because I would lose this, and that's okay. They're crumb blocks. Oh, that's okay. I'm just going to go like this. So there's that one. I'll have to press the others. I have 3 more to do now. So this is just going somewhere else. And let me see, I gotta put 2 more things together. Hang on. Let's bring another piece of the white tone on tone, and I have a different yellow. It's not the polka dot. So let's put these 2 together. What are the 2? Ooh, what's this? Oh, that's a 3B. I don't want to put too much blue, so I'm not going to put another blue. I need 2 more 2 patches. Let's see what we can put together here. I'm going to put these 2 pieces together. Just crumbs from other bags. Let me take these 2 off. Let me go press and trim these 2. I'm just trying to match up stuff that will sort of kind of fit together. All right, I'm gonna put these, no, I don't know if I want dots and dots. Yeah, I think I like this. I don't know why, but I do. Right there. You really don't need to be this fussy. I'm just being fussy. Alright, I would like to not, okay, I guess I can make the intersections not really matching there. I'm going to just put that like that. And now I still need a 2-patch for this guy. I'm going to throw another blue into the mix with this. Those are 4 patches. This is about to be a 4-patch. Let me just give it a good finger press. And we're going to go like that. So I'm going to just put that here and so. Okay, I'm going to press all these little 4 patches open. We should have 6 wonky things going on. And I'm just going to trim like a little bit. I'm going to trim the fuzz off that one. Other than that, this is pretty good. Because I would be adding, or maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll just have these as the next auction. And you can just have my 4-patch starter blocks. And I will do angles. Yeah, so let's see, this I can cut just straight up. And then like that. And take some fuzz off that. I would not be trimming these like this if I knew I was adding to them, but I'm not 100% sure that I'm adding to them. So I'm going to just trim. Okay, I like them. I'm going to finish trimming them and then I'll show them to you. So we have 6. Now if I would put these up next for the next crumb track, you do not have to leave them this size. Look at how much fabric there is here and here. You could, you know, cut that here and that would give you another 2-patch for another block. Or you could do like I would do, that you could just put something down and sew, and then trim here, and then that would open up. This would be separate, and that would be attached to that. I like doing stuff like that. I know that was confusing. I've shown you a lot of times. So there's this one, there's this one. Now you could just continue and sew these together. That's kind of cool. But you know, crumb blocks, you want some angles, you want all that stuff going on. I really think I would like cutting those down. I don't know. I might leave this batch and maybe do something else. I'd like to try to have 2 auctions each time. And again, see, you can see see the holes there? That's a salvage, the needle holes. And that's okay. It's a crumb block. It's a crumb block. You can do that. And yeah. So I'm going to stop this video for now, only because it's getting a little bit longer than I wanted it to be. And I don't know. I might work on these. I might just have them like that for the next video. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe. Go look at the links in the description. Go check out my eBay. Go bid on the auctions. Do all that stuff, and I'll be back with more soon. Bye.